I haven't been blogging. I stopped blogging like a year ago because I just felt like my channel wasn't growing and got a little bit discouraged, but that's neither here nor there. Life has been lifing. Got a new job. My son turned 5. We went to Disney for his birthday. I went to Jamaica for the very first time for my birthday. What else? I'm in the middle of a very messy tenant eviction. Life been lifing. So yeah, YouTube is like one of those things where if you don't grow exponentially, you get like a little bit discouraged and you stop like vlogging because I'm like, why am I making videos? Ain't nobody watching this. But to the people who are subscribed to my channel and who do watch, thank you so much. And I'm going to try to get back into blogging. But yeah, life has been good. Other than being a landlord is a lot. It's not a sexy job where it's instant gratification. Sometimes the profits that you do see, you have to save those for unforeseen repairs and maintenance things for the future. So it's not glamorous. It's not like one of those things where you just always, getting a bag. You do get a bag. Don't get me wrong. You get a bag. But it's a lot of work. It's another job. Having tenants is like a second job, and it's super stressful to manage grown people. It's a lot. So it's the reward though for having it, for being a landlord and owning a property is great. It's great when things are great, but when things are bad, they're bad. So it's just a lot. So know what you're taking on is my advice to any landlord. Jamaica. I was a little bit taken aback. I went to Jamaica. I have traveled internationally many times. I went to Jamaica for my birthday and I was so surprised at how mean the women were. Like, I was taken aback. And normally, like, I was so excited to go to Jamaica. I was so excited to spend money with people who look like me. I was so excited. It's my first time other than Puerto Rico. It's my first time in the Caribbean. Like, I haven't been to the DR. And I was so excited to go because I heard such good things about Jamaica. We went to a resort that I had researched. I had seen it on TV a few times. I've seen it on Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was called the Ocean Coral Springs Resort. Absolutely beautiful resort, like amazingly, breathtakingly, stunningly beautiful. The grounds were immaculate. They got everything right on the resort. It had like 11 restaurants. It had a club, a casino, a teen lounge. What else did it have? It had a sports bar. It had a jerk hut on the beach. It had private beach access. It had parties. There was a phone party, a Michael Jackson impersonator. And they had a kids water park on the backside. I stayed on the family side of the resort, and they had a kids water park on the backside, and they had a daycare. So I would give this resort like a 10 out of 10 across the board, just for having stuff to do and being family friendly. Definitely would recommend. The service. Okay, so I was really shocked when we got to Jamaica. First of all, customs was crazy. We almost didn't even make it into Jamaica because there was an altercation at customs getting into Jamaica about like we did not get that fast pass thing, and we should have. If I ever go back to Jamaica, definitely worth the investment, because the airport in Jamaica was a zoo. It was like absolute utter chaos. Now I'm used to this like zoo thing with like crazy madness with Mexico. I've been several times and it's a zoo there too. So I was kind of expecting it, but not to be on the level. It was just absolutely pandemonium. It was hot. They didn't have any AC on in there. The lines were crazy. People were cutting the lines. It was so much miscommunication. It was just horrible. That's all I can say. It was a horrible experience getting through getting into Jamaica. We had transportation prearranged, which was wonderful. The driver was very courteous, very friendly. Like, I have nothing bad to say. The resort, absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous resort. What I was so shocked by is the women. The women were so rude and so mean. Like, I was taken aback. Like, I'm just like, what is this? And I'm very friendly. I'm easygoing. I just don't understand why they were so mean. They were so mean to, I noticed they were mean to Black Americans, Black Canadians, and some of the Black people from Great Britain who were there. They treated white Americans and white Canadians like totally different than they did the Black women from the UK, from Canada, and from the United States. And I was so taken aback, like, what is going on here? Like, what is this about? But they were nasty. They were very rude, and I'm just shocked because I was excited to go to Jamaica. I'm gonna try some other islands in the future. I'll spend a block on Jamaica again, maybe not. I don't know. The treatment was not good. We, out of all the staff, we might have encountered maybe like one, maybe I'm gonna say maybe between 1 and 3 very nice women, and it was a lot of staff. And the rest, they were very mean, very mean. The men, nobody warned me about the men in Jamaica too. The men in Jamaica were absolutely over the top, like over the top. And I was there with a man, but it was like, even if I had a moment by myself, like I was at the kids' water park with my son, by myself with just me and my son, for a minute, and they were off the chain. Like the lifeguards, the employees, they were just whole. I didn't expect that. It was just something else. I'm just like, what is going on here? They were just over the top with the cat calls, the like being inappropriate, the just over the top like compliments. It was just a lot. I'm just like, this too much. So I didn't expect that in Jamaica, and I had talked to some people that I know, and just to see, like, am I tripping? Like, maybe it's the resort I'm staying at. Am I tripping? So I asked some other people, like, what are their experiences in Jamaica? And all the women pretty much said the same thing. Like, all the women from America had the same thing to say about the women in Jamaica. And I'm like, I never knew this. But you guys comment down below and tell me your experiences in Jamaica, how the women treat you as a Black American woman, because they were not feeling me. And I was tipping well. Like, I came with a whole lot of singles. I went to the bank to get 200 singles for the time I was there, because whenever I visit a place, I try to make sure like that I treat the hotel staff very well, and the people who, from the servers to the people in the kitchen, the people keeping up the grounds. I just have respect for people because, you know, I'm just like that. I'm not rude or disrespectful or nasty to anybody. I've been in the service industry. It's very difficult. And I know in some of those countries, they don't get paid very well. So I came with the intent to tip well and to, you know, be kind to people. I'm blessed. Like, I want to bless other people, but they were, yeah, just no. I don't know if I'll go back to Jamaica anytime soon, but that was my experience, and they were something else. So, all in all, the resort was absolutely beautiful, but the customer service part, like, they need to be retrained for sure. Like, when we got to the hotel, our room wasn't ready, and it was already like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So they told us to go eat and come back, and we were, and go like walk around the grounds of the hotel, and we did, or the resort, and we did. They greeted us with this like Bob Marley drink. It was cute or whatever. The people at the front desk staff, they were not very nice, and I think it's an American thing where we are just used to people in the service industry going above and beyond, but they were different. They were very different from the first time we got there till we left. So yeah, that was that. My son started kindergarten. My son has been in the same daycare since he was 3 months old, and we have been very blessed to have him in the same daycare until he started school. But he was going to go to our he was going to go aftercare with the daycare that we had been with, but things changed so quick in life. They actually moved away. They moved to Texas, and it was the saddest thing ever, because they were family. You know, they're all that we had known for these years, that since we've lived where we live. They were the only people who have taken care of our son, and they truly treated him like family. So that was rough. Abruptly ended up being let out of a contract, and I will talk about that in a whole separate video. My son had his tonsils out like a few days before kindergarten started. We didn't have anybody to watch him for aftercare, but one of my daycare providers' children stayed behind, and she was picking him up and taking him to a different daycare for about like a week or two after school. And it was a whole ordeal, but somehow things have worked out. But what else? We also went to Tampa. Oh my God. We went to Tampa for the 4th of July weekend, and Florida is one of my favorite places to vacation. And we went to Tampa, and I got a call from my tenant, said that we had like, one of my tenants, we were having an astronomical flood, and all of her stuff. We had like over 2 or 3 feet of water in her apartment. She has an upstairs and a downstairs, and it flooded, and it's just been a whole disaster. So that is my life update. I started a new job probably about 6 weeks ago, and things have been going pretty well. I was in long-term acute care, and now I'm back in acute care in a regular hospital, and it has been quite the transition. I'm working in something called a PCU, or a progressive care unit, which is like a step down ICU, a step down from ICU. So it is intense, but and I haven't been in like acute care in so many years. Like an acute care hospital, I couldn't tell you the last time, and I've been a nurse for 15 years. So it has been a lot, but that is my life update. And I had some weight loss also. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I lost about 20 pounds so far. It's not been easy. I like to eat, candy and sweets, but I've cut back a lot. But I'm still working on it. I'm a work in progress. But that's my life update. So if you guys have anything that you guys are going through, milestones with kids, like how are you dealing with this? How are you dealing with your milestones with kids? Like, I only have one child, and him turning 5 for me it hit different, because it's like you're used to them being dependent. You're used to them being in daycare, and it's like, now my little human is growing up and not needing me so much, and I don't really like that. I always feel like I was supposed to have more than one kid, and I only have one, which is a blessing, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, now that he's getting a little bit older, I'm like, I wish I would have had more children. Like, that is going to probably be one of the things, the biggest regrets in my life, not having more children. I know it. But how y'all dealing with, like, when your kids growing up, they're going from like preschool to like school aged, or even you all that have adult kids who are going from high school to college, or from middle school to high school? Like, how do y'all deal with that? Especially people who have like only one kid. It's different, like letting go. I mean, I know I got a long time before I'm letting go, but letting go is like so hard for me. Like, I don't want him to grow up. I'm reminiscing when he was a kid, and I miss that. Like, I miss it. But anyway, enough about that. You guys let me know, comment down below. Tell me tell me what's been going on with you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.